So the Republicans just lost their effort to cut Medicaid by over $700 billion. Their health care plan went under. It has failed completely. So what did they do? They released a new plan this morning, not having to do with the health care, but their overall budget plan. But listen to what it does. This is amazing. On Tuesday morning, hours after the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, had pulled the plug on an Obamacare repeal bill that imposed a massive overhaul on Medicaid, the House Budget Committee unveiled a 10-year budget blueprint that would seek to transform and privatize Medicare. What? Okay, now I'm not too surprised by that, but I am a little surprised by the timing. Man, they got a set on them. So they look to destroy Medicaid, it doesn't work. In fact, in the recent ABC News Washington Post poll, they gave people a choice. They said, it's not do you just want to support Medicaid. They said, do you want to support Medicaid and help poor Americans, not middle class? So this was framed in a way that's actually very good for the Republicans. The question was in the poll, do you want to help, do you think the government should help poor Americans with their insurance coverage through Medicaid? Came in at around 67%, okay? That's an unbelievably large number. That's 2/3 of Americans saying, yeah, no, I want to help poor people. I don't want them dying on the streets. Now, wait, let's be fair. What was the opposite choice? The other choice was cut taxes. And it didn't say cut taxes on the rich. It just said cut taxes for everybody. That was down in the 20s. They said, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to cut taxes. We want to provide health insurance for poor people. God bless you, Americans. Look, I think that this is why every once in a while people get down on the American people, and understandably so, because we elected Donald Trump. That'll stay with us for a while. Okay, that's gonna leave a mark. And Bush twice, and yes, the Republicans control everything now, and yes, they spend an overwhelming amount of money to trick you guys with TV ads, etc. I understand that. But when you ask about the issues, and the media is so at fault here because they don't never tell you exactly where they stand, right? And they let the ads deceive everyone. But when you ask about the issues, the American people actually are great. They say, no, we should help the poor, we should help the needy, we should help one another, we should be a community, we should be a family, we should work together. Should we keep helping only the rich? No, even in that question, it doesn't even say help the rich. Should we help you or the poor? They say poor overwhelmingly. 2/3 of Americans say let's help the poor, okay? So I trust the American people in that sense. We just got to get the money out of politics so they can actually find out who the hell's on what side without all the deceptive advertising. So they don't want to cut Medicaid. You know what polls, only 2 things poll better than Medicaid in this country. Social Security is number 1 at 84%. Number 2 is Medicare at 77%. So the Republicans' genius idea is, well, we couldn't cut the 3rd most popular program in America. Oh, I got an idea, let's cut the 2nd most popular. So a little bit more details here. The blueprint included a proposal to turn Medicare into what Republicans call a premium support system, a long-held dream of House Speaker Paul Ryan. Under premium support, enrollees would have the option to receive vouchers to purchase private insurance instead of using the government health care program. In other words, they would privatize and eventually completely eliminate Medicare. The whole point of Medicare is that if you're above 65, you're guaranteed health care insurance. That's why people love it. If you just turn it into what the rest of us have, well, then they'll be miserable like the rest of us. We're all worried about our health care. We're all on pins and needles about it, and the premiums keep getting higher and higher. We want to buy into Medicare. Right now, Medicare is at 77%. The idea of allowing all Americans to buy into Medicare, Medicare for all, in fact, that's not even buying in. The government would mandate that we all go to the Medicare system. Republicans would say, of course the American people don't want the government to mandate that, do they? Well, you're wrong, they do. 58% say, yes, Medicare for all. If you just let them buy into it, that number would go way up. Let us into Medicare. Medicare works. And that's why it's so popular. Is it perfect? No system's anywhere near perfect. But you don't have to trust me on whether I think Medicare works. We already asked the American people. You go Google it right now. Poll after poll after poll. It's never polled less than 70%. The rest of us are suffering trying to get into Medicare. You almost want to get old so you can get Medicare, right? And now the Republicans' new plan is no, let's rip it up and privatize it. Why? My donors got to make more money, man. My donors are the ones that would win from privatizing it. And I'd get to lower their taxes. It's a win-win for me. So I will now try to destroy the second most popular program in the country. So look, if you're a voter out there, first of all, it's on you. Now, if you watch this, you can go research every piece of it for yourself online. You'll see that I'm telling you the exact truth on this, okay? And if you don't think so, then God bless, go make another decision. But you'll see there is a blueprint, and in that blueprint, they will kill Medicare. So now that you know, well then, if you like Medicare, don't vote for them. And if the media tells you, it's 50-50, I can't tell who's in favor of Medicare and Medicaid, whether it's the Democrats or Republicans, they're lying to you, lying. It is very clear who wants to cut Medicare and Medicaid and who doesn't. Watch the Young Turks commercial-free, download it or stream it, watch it any way you like at tytnetwork.com/join.